So, welcome back if you're watching. I wanted to go ahead and show that is the clear coat off of chrome model car parts. After you strip with, I'm reaching in the bucket right now. After you start stripping them with awesome degreaser or purple power or whatever you're using, it usually leaves a yellow film and it hides the detail. The chrome disappears right away usually, but it leaves that yellow clear coat. And I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but what was buried underneath that clear coat on the Ford Falcon grill is right here. That's a bolt head. There's a bolt head here, and there's one right there, another one right here. They're kind of hidden under there, and also the bars of the grill. Once you start picking that out, you'll see the bars of the grill show up so much better without that clear coat on there. And here's one that I have not touched. This one's still on the tree. You can see all that clear coat turns yellow. You can see them, the little bolt heads at the top, but there's so much clear coat around them, it kind of buries them. And then around the headlight buckets, how it's puddled in there, especially right here, you can see how bad it is. And then once you pick all that out, this one was just as bad. So I'm still working on it, but it's getting a lot better. I just wanted to show a little update, short, quick update. And I just literally have been, and yeah, I've been saying literally too much. I'm starting to feel like I understand why my dad hated that word. Looking at it with my bare eyes underneath, I've got one light above me here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other lights in my room. Looking at it with my bare eyes, I can barely see it. But with all these lights on in this room, it helps. But even then, I still can't get in there and see them all the spots. So using a flat tipped X-Acto blade right now, it's kind of messed up, but it's my last one. You can kind of work in there using a camera on your phone. You can kind of see where it needs to come out. And I know most people, look, I'll just go rough with it. This is a little broad tip. This is a little more pointed. I've got the majority of it out that's going to come out with these methods, so there's really no other way to get it out. I think I've got this one about as good as it's going to get, because there's nothing coming out of it that I can see. And also I'm watching this stuff kind of dry up, the awesome degreaser that's on it. Just trying to pick and see where there's any left. It looks like the worst part's going to be down at the bottom, and I can't really get into all of those, especially this line in here, because that'll mess up the grill bars. Yeah, that's about as good as it's going to get. But it's still, removing that clear coat brings out so much more detail, which will help on painting, or even if you're trying to remove the back, if you're trying to remove material here to open up the grill. It just helps to get all that clear coat out as much as possible first. Some people would say that clear coat kind of holds it together, but I mean, I'm not planning on opening this. I'm just trying to clean it up as much as possible. And there is still some in there. I can see it on the camera. And it doesn't want to come out. I have thinned, with a Dremel disc, I thinned this blade and made it a little blunt so it doesn't scribe the plastic. I'm only trying to remove that clear coat. And I also did the rings in here with this and removed all of the clear coat out of the rings around the headlights. It's a little tedious and ridiculous, but makes this front end a lot more crisp after painting it. I don't think anything else is going to come out of it. Oh, got that little piece. There you go. Right there. Right there. Doesn't even show up on the camera hardly, but it's a tiny little piece. There's still quite a bit in this little area here that I'm not happy with. I might use this one on the stock kit build of the Ranchero. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, this little bit in here, it moved a little. It's hard to tell if I'm moving just the liquid degreaser or if I'm moving the clear coat blob. And sometimes you have to push a little harder to get it to break free. Like right there, I just got some. It's not necessary, but I want more detail in the grill itself. I plan on using a matte finish aluminum paint on this. It gives it a little texture. I used to have a couple of cans of it. I'm out, but I plan on getting some more. I don't even remember the brand right now, but it gives it comes out really thin, makes really nice thin layers. It pops the details once it's dried, and I liked it. There's another piece. It's not the plastic, it's just the clear coat. You just have to keep working with it, and I know some people would not even attempt this, but like I said, I've got 3 of these kits. One's just going to be a gasser. It's starting to break free. Another little spot. Yeah, one of them's going to be a gasser, and I've already cut it up, and I haven't done anything to the front bumper on it or grill. one is cut up for parts or the gasser. So that's technically, I only have 2 kits left that I can build. The gasser and then the stock kit. Scratch plastic right there. I'm not completely sure what I'll do to the stock kit. I don't like the chassis. I never have liked the chassis on this kit. The first one of these I ever had, the 60 Ranchero, 61, 62, whatever, I turned it into a 2-door wagon. The body does still exist as far as I know. And it was actually done very, very well. And that was over 25 years ago, probably. And my nephew has the body in storage from when his dad passed away. And I would love to have it back, but if he keeps it forever, that's cool. I don't care. So if you're listening, Brad, take care of it. Take care of it if you still got it. A lot of work went into that. The roof was just styrene, and I don't remember what I used for the corner parts of the rear roof. I need to dip this again. Get a little more on there. I'll work this area for a second. When it's wet, you can see better in the detail parts. And like right here, I swear I see a screw in there. Right here in this corner, it looks like there's a screw detail right here. Maybe 2. It's hard to tell. I swear it looks like there is. Right there. So no, it's not on this side, so it's probably just something on the plastic. Well, anyway, this is the crap that I do. I could soak this for another couple of hours and then pull it out again, check it, soak it again. That's pretty much all I can do, is go back and forth, and eventually most of that will come out. Purple Power to me is I'm gonna throw it back in the bucket. Purple Power is no different to me than LA Awesome as far as strength. You know, one bottle's different than the next, so whatever works. Some of it, I've had bottles that didn't strip at all, never even touched the chrome. So, and then I've had some that just completely dissolved the plastic after a half a day. So anyway, I'm gonna cut the video off, let this soak some more, maybe pick at it. Probably pick at the other one and the bumpers and stuff. I have other wheels that I need to rinse and get dry. Well, rinse in soapy water. Always rinse them in soapy water before I rinse them in regular water. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's literally the process I go through. Oh shit, I said literally again. Anyway, also, there's other things, other kit parts. I don't know what company this is or what this starter came off of offhand. You see that white that's on this? This was a chrome starter. And this one has a white residue that's left. I had several pieces from this model, whatever it was. I think this was the one of the older 55 Ford trucks. 56 Ford trucks. Underneath the chrome from everything from that kit has been this white residue. But I had another one of the same truck that was molded in black, and everything came off. The clear coat's still here, and you can always tell the clear coat wrinkles. There's wrinkles here on this bumper. Even on the black, you can still see it. There's like wrinkles and bubbles in here and down this edge. So you just gotta kind of work with it and figure out what you're gonna accept and what you're not gonna accept. The older I've gotten, the more detailed I want to build them, and the more detailed I've gotten into wanting to prep them. That's also part of the reason I stripped my Pantera wheels. There is one, let me find it here, one of my Pantera wheels that are going on my Mustang, 67 Mustang, right here, this one. I am not accepting this on my model. I have to fix this bend. It got bent in the box somehow. I don't know what did that, but it's like a divot here, and it bowed this in. So I'll lay that on my steel block and press it down or something and get it to reshape. I went over all my wheels and made sure there's barely a speck of chrome on them in my center caps, center hub caps. Yep. Stripping a whole bunch of old parts. No, like this grill out of whatever the hell it's out of. There's still chrome down in that. It just won't come out. Some of these old chromes are really weak, and some just attach forever. I can actually feel that. It pops. It's just, some of these chromes are really thick, and no matter what you do, they're just not coming out. And that's like the little fake headlights on the Malco Gasser Mustang. Most of it came out of this one. There is still some, but the other one, and I tried to scratch it with an X-Acto blade, pop it out of there. Most of it's in this one. Well, not most, but there's a lot still in that one. And I'm not going to worry about it because I'm just going to paint them. But the Shelby Cobra that I ordered, that should be here within a week, may not have headlight bezels. I think one was missing, or they're just really messed up. These should fit it. I don't know what they're for or what they came off of, but they should fit it. And I do have another set of headlight bezels up here in this stuff somewhere. There they are. That are almost the same. They're thicker and have a deeper bezel. These black ones are completely flat on the back, and these are deep, which means I could cut down in them with a cut down in there. I've got multiple different Dremel bits that I would do that with and get that bowl shape for a headlight. Yeah, I've been going through stuff and trying to figure out what I'm going to use on what, and organize things and strip things, and trying to locate all the stuff that's misplaced and just shuffled up in old boxes. I'll get it all figured out eventually. But anyway, well, thank you for watching, listening to me ramble, watch me pick at that. Also, like on this white stuff, you can kind of scratch it off with your fingernail. I don't know if a toothbrush would work, but a lot of it will just pop off with fingernail, and it does kind of flake off sometimes, so you can see most of it's coming off. But if you tried to paint over it, it might make your paint flake, so you gotta clean your parts. So anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know if I'll do like tutorials much on how to build models. There's plenty of model tutorial videos on YouTube. I just find random things like what I just showed that might help a little. I wish I knew what would attack the clear coat immediately and remove it completely, but what I've always used doesn't seem to work perfectly. So you just got to keep soaking the stuff over and keep picking at it. It's the only way. But anyway, over 21 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video and figure out something else to do. Thanks for watching.